Are you looking for the best TVs? In this video we will look at some of the 8 best TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Samsung S90D OLED. The best TV overall is the Samsung S90D/S90DD OLED. It's a fantastic TV with a great selection of extra features and incredible picture quality. It looks outstanding in a dark room thanks to its nearly infinite contrast ratio and perfect black uniformity, with no distracting blooming around bright areas of the screen. HDR content looks fantastic thanks to its high peak brightness, wide color gamut, and incredibly vibrant and realistic colors. Unlike some other TVs, the Samsung model doesn't support Dolby Vision HDR, nor does it support advanced DTS audio formats. However, it does support Samsung's less widely used HDR10+ format. The built-in Tizen OS interface is easy to use and has a great selection of streaming apps and games. It's a fantastic TV for console gamers looking to get the most out of their Xbox Series X or PS5. It's also perfect for gamers wanting to take advantage of their recent PC GPU, as it supports 4K at 144Hz gaming on all 4 HDMI ports and variable refresh rate (VRR) technology to help reduce screen tearing. Keep in mind that only the 55, 65, and 77-inch models use QD OLED panels, and this also varies depending on your region. Unfortunately, it's important to be aware that there have been widespread power supply issues on the 77-inch model. At number 2. Sony A95L OLED. If you're looking for the absolute best TV on the market for a home theater setup and don't care as much about the price, check out the Sony A95L OLED. Although it's a very similar TV to the Samsung S90D/S90DD OLED, it's better for home theaters thanks to its advanced video format support. Compared to Samsung's HDR10+ format, the Sony TV supports the more popular Dolby Vision HDR, so you'll enjoy the most advanced HDR experience possible from almost any source. The Sony does a better job of following the content creator's intent, so the brightness and colors of HDR content look the way they're supposed to. It also offers better audio format support than the Samsung, including DTS-X pass-through over eARC, so you can simplify your connection to your audio-video receiver by running everything through your TV without sacrificing audio quality. Like the Samsung TV, it looks stunning in a dark room thanks to its nearly infinite contrast ratio, delivering perfect blacks with no distracting blooming around bright areas of the screen. Unfortunately, the A95L is very expensive, but it's the best model for a home theater there is. At number 3. Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED. If you need a TV for a room with a lot of lights on, the Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED is an amazing option. Its superb reflection handling and SDR brightness mean it easily overcomes glare in the brightest rooms, so you aren't distracted by reflections on your TV screen. This makes it the best television for a very bright room. As impressive as this TV is in a bright room, it's also spectacular for use in a dark room. Its black levels aren't as good as an OLED, but it still has exceptional contrast that delivers incredibly deep blacks for an LED TV, with almost no blooming. It's also a great option for 4K Blu-ray collectors or those looking to get the most out of high-quality streaming services due to its support for Dolby Vision and DTS audio formats. The TV's image processing is excellent, and it's also very accurate in both SDR and HDR, delivering an image that respects the content creator's intent. Unfortunately, its viewing angle is mediocre. However, it's a great option if you need a TV that pairs well with modern consoles. The TV has HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports, up to 4K at 120Hz, and supports VRR, so it's fully compatible with the PS5 and Xbox Series XS. However, it does have higher input lag and a slower response time than our OLED picks. At number 4. LG C4 OLED. If you want a good home entertainment OLED but don't want to get the expensive Sony A95L OLED, check out one of the best upper mid-range TVs we've tested, the LG C4 OLED. It's a premium TV that delivers stunning picture quality, especially in dark rooms, and thanks to its near-infinite contrast ratio, there's no blooming around bright objects. It gets bright enough to fight glare even in moderately lit rooms, and the reflection handling is incredible, but its colors aren't as bright as some of our other picks. The LG partly makes up for it with its versatility, as it has very good image processing, has Dolby Vision HDR support, and can pass through advanced DTS audio formats. The TV is available in a wider range of sizes, from a small 42-inch to an impressive 83-inch option. It's an amazing TV for gaming thanks to its nearly instantaneous response time, low input lag, and great selection of gaming features. It supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on all 4 inputs for up to 4K at 144 Hz, meaning you can take full advantage of the PS5 and Xbox Series X's capabilities. It has native FreeSync, HDMI 4M VRR support, and GSANC compatibility to reduce screen tearing. At number 5. LG B4 OLED. The LG B4 OLED is the best mid-range TV we've tested if you want something cheaper and still want high-end features. It's a great TV and can be an excellent entry point into the OLED market. The TV has most of the features of the more expensive LG C4 OLED, but it's dimmer overall and limited to 120 Hz. Still, it's bright enough in SDR to overcome glare in a well-lit room, and it's bright enough in HDR for an impactful experience. You also still get the same deep, inky blacks as the C4, which makes it look amazing in a dark room. Its built-in WebOS platform is just as fast on this lower-tier model, and it still has very good image processing, Dolby Vision HDR, and DTS audio support. And just like other OLEDs, its viewing angle is fantastic, so viewers can watch the TV from all over the room with no degradation in their viewing experience. Like the C4, this TV has a wide color gamut and is extremely accurate without any calibration, so movies look as the content creator intended. This TV is also great for gaming, as it has HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on all 4 ports for up to 4K at 120 Hz, is compatible with every VRR technology, has a fantastic response time, and has very low input lag. At number 6. Hisense U7N, U7, U75N. If an OLED like the LG B4 OLED is too pricey, or you just want an LED TV but can't afford something like the Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED, the Hisense U7N is an excellent option. The TV isn't as bright as the BRAVIA 9, but it's still very bright, and it has amazing reflection handling, so it overcomes glare in a bright room. If you also use your TV in a dark room, its excellent contrast delivers deep blacks, although there's noticeable blooming around bright highlights when they're against a dark background. Highlights in HDR content really stand out, and colors are vibrant due to the TV's excellent HDR brightness and wide color gamut, delivering an impactful HDR experience. It also supports HDR10, HDR10+, and Dolby Vision, so it covers every HDR format. Unfortunately, its viewing angle is very narrow, so it's not the best choice for watching movies or shows with a big group of friends. The U7N has a ton of gaming features. It has HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 of its ports, both capable of up to 4K at 144 Hz with VRR, so you're fully covered if you own a modern console, and the TV pairs well with higher-end gaming PCs. Its incredibly low input lag means it delivers a responsive gaming experience, but its pixel transitions are noticeably slower than OLED's, so fast motion has some blur behind it. If you mainly use your TV in a darkroom, consider the very similar TCL QM7/QM751G QLED. The TCL is a bit brighter and displays deeper blacks, but it struggles a lot more than the Hisense in a bright room due to its poor overall reflection handling. At number 7. Hisense U6/U6N. If the Hisense U7N is too expensive or you just simply don't need modern gaming features, the best budget TV we've tested is the Hisense U6/U6N. What really separates the TV from other budget models is its very effective local dimming feature that gives the TV fantastic contrast, delivering deep blacks in a dark room. The TV isn't as bright as the U7N, but it still has very good SDR brightness and good enough reflection handling to fight some glare in a well-lit room. It supports a wide color gamut, so colors in HDR content are vibrant and lifelike. Another standout feature of the TV is its support for HDR10+ and Dolby Vision. It also supports DTS audio formats, which is great if you watch movies on Blu-ray. The TV's upscaling is on par with the U7N's, but unfortunately, its low-quality content smoothing doesn't work well. Although the TV doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth and 4K at 120 Hz support, it still supports up to 1440p at 120 Hz for those who prefer a higher frame rate over resolution. Unfortunately, the TV's VRR feature is limited to 60 Hz, so you can't game in 120 frames per second with VRR active. Luckily, you get a responsive gaming experience due to its low input lag. At number 8. Hisense A7N, A7, A75N. It's not the best TV in the world, but if you want something cheap that gets the job done, the Hisense A7N is the best widely available cheap TV we've tested. It isn't as good in a darkroom as the Hisense U6/U6N due to its lack of local dimming. However, its contrast and black uniformity are certainly good enough for a decent darkroom viewing experience, and its ability to display a wide range of colors means colors are vibrant and lifelike. It doesn't get very bright in SDR, but it has good reflection handling, so it can handle a few lights in a moderately lit room. Unfortunately, it's quite dim in HDR, so highlights in HDR content lack impact. Like the more expensive Hisense models, it has good upscaling. Unfortunately, it does a poor job of removing artifacts from low bitrate content. Still, it's a great smart TV due to its Google TV OS, so finding content is a breeze. Despite not having modern gaming features, the TV's input lag is low enough that gaming feels responsive.